Hey everyone, and welcome back to Overland Trails Adventures. I'm Shannon, and we wasted a lot of money on storage boxes and different ways to carry gear while we're camping and doing different activities. Today we're going to discuss Zarges boxes and are they really worth it? I'm going to try to save you some money. Stick around. So, like most people, we start out nice and simple with our storage. We've done the plastic totes from Walmart. For that, kind of got a little bit cumbersome with as many trips as we were taking and as much stuff as we were starting to take. Whole nother topic for the future videos of taking too much stuff. We moved up to using some sort of academy style boxes or carrying things, the systems that they sell at those places with their different compartments, and kind of really didn't fit what we were trying to do. And this was way before we got into overlanding or doing anything. So after that, we started doing custom stuff. I made a custom box where we had 3 drawers and it would carry, the food and utensils and plates and forks and knives and stuff like that. And it was really convenient and it was custom built for the Jeep at the time and it worked pretty good. Fast forward to trying to figure out where we can have more storage. We started doing roof racks. Obviously, different style of boxes doesn't really do that well outside in the elements on roof racks. So we started kind of looking around for a better solution to something that was more durable, sealable, really had a good rugged, feel about it that could take a lot of temperatures out in the sun, extreme temperatures from cold to hot, because we do a lot of winter camping. So we kind of stumbled across Zarges boxes over at CB Adventure Supply and started looking at it and really didn't like it because it was so expensive compared to everything else we had done. But when you really look at the marketplace and all the different things available, you start comparing prices of buying something every couple of years versus buying something every 10 years or maybe longer than that. So let's get into what Zarges really is as far as what they offer, and we'll talk about the pros and cons. So the Zarges Company was founded about 90 years ago by Walter Sarges. They've been making cases and boxes for different environments, ever since then. They design about 50 different standard cases now, ranging from anything from overlanding, camping, hunting, gun storage, boating and fishing, photography and videography gear. So some of the key features that we like about Zarges boxes that are more important to us is they're about 50% stronger than most plastic boxes that you'll see out there. The durable welded edges make them very sturdy and resistant to any kind of impact. They can withstand extreme temperatures. They won't warp and crack. They are corrosion and stain resistant. They're lockable for security through little locks that you can put into the actual locks themselves. They have the stackable corners here to where these fit and stack on top of each other easily. Each case is standard IP54 sealed, so they're dust and waterproof-ish for the most part for everything we do. You can't really submerge them, obviously, into the water. And one of the other things we really like is about the amount of accessories that you can purchase for these things. There's plenty of inserts. There's mounting racks that you can buy, little brackets to mount them on your roof rack. The ideal flexibility of the box itself is really attractive in many ways. They also make a molly panel that you can insert inside on the lid itself, so you can flip it up, tie things to it, close it. Okay, along the front of the box and on the side here, one of the things we really love is these latches. They're really strong and sturdy. When you latch them, they pull the box down. It's got a rubber seal inside, which I'll show you. It makes it really sturdy and sealable. The handle itself is spring loaded, so when you lift it up, it automatically closes itself so it's not hanging out and snagging on anything. And there's handles on the sides of most of these boxes as well, so when you grab them, you can pick them up and carry them like that. Makes it real convenient. You can carry it like a suitcase, with this as well. The rivets are welded in, so they're real tight, so it's not gonna come apart on you in any way. Now on the inside of the box, we have straps here that when you open the lid, it keeps it from flopping open, so that helps out a bunch. You'll notice the same sturdy construction all the way around on this lip. It also has this seal here, which is glued in, so it's not going anywhere. And when you close it, that's when you cinch it down, and that's what creates that tight seal to be able to really protect whatever's inside. Again, IP54 rated. Now let's talk about some of the cons of a storage solution like this. The price entry point is a lot different than what you're going to get at buying a Walmart tub or, let's say, a front runner box, which we still use for different types of things. The price point for these boxes can range anywhere between $300 on up into the very larger, kind of fancy boxes, up until around $700 to $1,000. The key thing there, though, is we operate on the buy once, cry once theory. Certain things we will not cheap out on, certain things we will not cut corners. The big thing about that is I may even be able to hand these boxes down to our kids and grandkids. That's just how durable they are. Again, price point can be a challenge for some people. Another con of these boxes is they tend to be a little bit heavier than, let's say, a front runner pack, a front runner cub pack or wolf pack. The trade-off there, though, is these corners are sturdy. You're not going to drop it, hit it, dent it, distort the box shape itself. In certain situations, it can actually probably fall off the top of the truck and be pretty safe there. Good Lord, hope never happens. It'll probably destroy a car if it falls off. The other great benefit that we like about the boxes is we can stand on this to get up into the back of our alley cabin, or in some cases, with the top like this built to put on it, or the bamboo top you can buy for it, you can just use it as a table and eat off of it. A lot of people do that too as well. Stack them 2 to 3 high, use them for, working out there when you're trying to work on a tool. A lot of things like that you can't really do with a plastic box or a tote from, let's say, a Walmart. So let's get into how we actually use these cases. We have a total of 5 of them. We have 2 of this size that we put on the roof of the Tundra, strap it down to the roof rack, and use this for storage for recovery gear, different types of things that we don't mind being outside that we need to protect thoroughly. This box, this is new to us. We're going to probably use this as a rugged box to store things that are a little more delicate that we want to put inside the vehicle, like camera gear or lights or things like that are kind of essential to be protected. This style of box, like I said, my wife uses this for all the kitchen storage. So we've got tons of things in here as far as plates, cooking utensils, spices, anything that she needs. She can grab this box, pull it out, and start doing the cooking, preparation. So if you'd like to put your hands on any of these boxes and check them out, you can always swing by CB Adventure Supply in Fort Worth, or any major camping overlanding shop will have these available to take a look at. I do recommend going in, putting your hands on it. I love doing that. I hate buying stuff that is sight unseen kind of a deal. I can read about it, I can look at it online, but nothing really tells you about the product until you actually put your hands on it, open it up, check it out, check out the latches, see just how sturdy it's going to be. If you do want to order it online, I have an affiliate link. I'll put it down in the description below. That way you can just order it directly. I appreciate it. It helps me out a little bit to keep the channel going and to provide more content for you. I hope this video has helped. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and we'll see you on the trails.